Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. And hello to everyone who is watching this live. And if you're watching it on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel, like my videos, tell friends about them, share them on your page. And this is a 99% clairvoyant reading. So there's lots to talk about today. We'll see who pops on for the conversation. Hi, Susan. How are you? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Kathy. Today's a very good day. Hello, Haley. Yep, doors open. One window's open in the living room. Hi, Shay. Bay's asleep. Hey, Chrissy. Yep. Hey, Liz. Yep, it is a good day. Hi, Kelly. What's up? Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Today has been just a day of WTFs. Kimberly, I keep on saying happy Valentine's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Jamie, I got your text, and I will text you answers probably tonight after I get everything set with this. Okay. It's been a very interesting day, so I'm going to talk about that. Hi, Holly. Beautiful, beautiful day, right? It's gorgeous. Yep. First day of this year, the door's open and the window's open, so I'll take it. Yesterday was a little bit windy, a little bit chillier. Today in Sterling Heights, it's 74 degrees, and the sun is mostly sunny. So, yeah. You can tell it's been sunny for 2 days because my freckles are coming out on my forehead. I noticed that today. I'm like, oh my gosh, I already have freckles on my forehead. Hey, Pat, how are you? So Kathy says I lost the signal for a minute. So not on my end, probably because there's so much energy. Hi, Allison. Allison lives in Louisiana. Holy moly. Holy moly. Yeah, so it's been interesting. This has been an interesting week. We're going to talk about this too. But yeah, it's been, today has been intense as hell. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, so must be my energy. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm still there, because Susan said she lost me too. So I'm sure the replay won't have it. It never does, when I put it on YouTube. So yeah, well, I think we're gonna start. I gotta get situated here. Okay, so where are we gonna start, Spirit? That's the kind of day it's been. I'm all like tensed up from energy. Okay. So Christy, yes, what do you think about them canceling out the time change? Well, think about this, guys. In Michigan, all right, if we stay on daylight savings time, it will get light at 8:58 in the morning in December or January. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want it to be dark outside till 9 o'clock in the morning, right? 8 o'clock is fine. 7:57 is fine. But 8:57? No way. That's crazy. No. And I don't think it'll pass. There's too many business people. As soon as people start to understand that that staying at daylight savings time all the time was just ridiculous. Northern Hemisphere, we lose 8 hours of sunlight a day in December. By this winter equinox, we've lost 8 hours of sun. 8 hours of sunlight. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Because then it comes across the equator. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. You don't want to have to. You don't want to have it get light at 9 o'clock in the morning, especially for kids going to school. That's crazy. There's no way. High school started like 7:15. They got 2 hours in. No. It's an hour, people. Come on. It's not like your children. That's the way I look at it. If you move to Chicago, guess what? You have to do that too. You lose an hour. You move to California or the West Coast, guess what? You're losing 3 hours. Move to Maui, you're losing 5. It's just an hour. Get over it. It's not the big deal. Yeah, it's not that big a deal. So you go to bed, your body gets accustomed. Just think, daylight saving time is 8 months long. We have 4 months of the other crap. Don't worry about it. Leave it in the summertime. Go back in the wintertime because it changes. Because I don't want it to be dark until 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't anyway. It's going to get dark at 5 o'clock, 5:30. Who cares? It's not light outside. Anyway, get out of that. Okay, so, I know. Them things been ringing all day. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about is this. We are right now, we have been, hang on. Okay, let's start like this. For the past 3 or so weeks, Spirit and I have talked about how we're going through this energy shift, this change of leaving our former soul journey behind and starting anew in March. And this is the 3rd week of that. So I don't know about you guys, but for me, this week has been brutal. All this stuff from my childhood, all this stuff from my past behaviors, all this stuff that I haven't done in so long creeped up this week, beginning last weekend. Okay? So this week has been just nothing but being in the dump. Just like, oh my gosh, feeling like unworthy and feeling like this, negative, feeling like that. All this stuff I felt 20 years ago. Okay? I have not had a lot of readings. It's great because it allows me to work on myself. Hey, Marielle, how's it going, baby? Hey, Michelle. So it allows me to take the violet flame and learn how to use it. It is allowing myself to just be without having to worry about anything. But this week, it's been worry, anxiety, anger, frustration, not being connected. Hey, Suze, not being grounded, not being connected to my life, being extremely angry at nothing, more angry at myself. That's who I used to be. So that I wasn't in control, that I wasn't making a change, that I wasn't doing it no. Until today. Okay? And today has been like, felt like it this morning, and then something just popped. And it was a surprise reading, I believe it was. 11 o'clock reading, surprise reading, got me out of that funk. It just shifted like that. Then I had another one at 12, and another one at 1:30 that were not there yesterday. So they know what to do to get me out of that, right? But we are all going through leaving our past behind. Not just this lifetime, but past lives too. We are in the middle of fourth dimension, Spirit says. And the planets are supporting us in this. They're supporting us in this. That's why they're bringing you all this energy that you thought you'd lost. Because Spirit tells people all the time, don't be surprised if you get tested. Don't be surprised if they bring things back into your life to see if you're conscious or not. Well, guess what? Most of us aren't conscious because it was behavior of 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, or 40 years ago. All right? So being connected, being conscious through meditation, through YouTube, through Facebook and Instagram and just things like that, myself, right? Understanding that it's, I know, this is in the process of catapulting us into the future. Truly. And we have to decide, are we going or are we staying? And how do you do that? You do it by talking out loud to yourself. Making those affirmations. Spirit, I'm ready. I'm ready to go where I'm going. And I need you to take me there. And you have to have where you want to be. What do I want to be? 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 I want to be this person, Spirit, who blah, 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 blah. Spirit, I want to be this person, blah, blah, blah. I want to be this kind of mom, this kind of dad. I want this kind of job. Yeah, I know. It's because Spirit says you are in control. This is the one time in your life when you get to, hey Laura, you get to absolutely ask for what you want, allow it to manifest in the positive way, right? How many setting intentions are you doing a day? Hey Kelly, right? I'm setting the intention and raising my vibration, blah, blah, blah. That's what I want. And it's funny, I was doing some of those this week, and lo and behold, this morning when I opened up my email, there was an ad. It was really an advertisement. Exactly what I was looking at, exactly what I was asking for. Surprise, Bill. That's how it works. That's how it works. Took them probably 3 days, but it showed up. And that's what it's all about. Setting your intention every day, no matter how crabby you feel, no matter how yucky you feel, making sure that you still have those spiritual practices that you absolutely pay attention to. They are routine for you, and they need to be. But now it's all about having those conversations out loud of what do you want? Because I will guarantee you, right? We talked about this before February the 1st. From February the 1st until the 1st of May, ask for what you want. If it's easily manifested, it's easily manifested. It will show up. But how many people took that serious because they're so used to not getting what they want, Spirit says. Their negative ego will say, no, you're never going to get that. You know what? That's pie in the sky. That's crazy. You may say, oh, no, it's not. It's really not. You're having a conversation with their freaking negative ego. Why? I know. Spirit doesn't want, well, who's the boss? Negative ego? Well, negative ego thinks it is, but it's not. Full moon is tomorrow morning at 3:13 or 3:33, something like that. Hi, Shannon. But the next night, the full moon is in Aries. And I'm telling you guys, Aries is going to be the place where everything comes to fruition and things fall by the wayside and things start to disappear, and you got to be prepared for that because it's going to happen. Hey, Otis. All right? That's why when we get to Aries from Pisces, where we're at now, where we're supposed to be talking and asking for what we want, putting our energy up, putting it out there, believing we can have anything that we want because it's true. And Aries is a fire sign. And what does fire do? It burns, but it also constricts. So we're going to go through a period of maybe 3 weeks of going WTF. Hey, Tracy Parker. But that doesn't mean you can't, what you asked for, that you manifest, shows up in the month of April. I'm telling you. I know. Spirit says, over every log, there's a prize. Over everything, there's a prize. Right? After, turn things over. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. He says, do not search. Just let it show itself. Just let it show itself. Because the log's kind of a metaphor. That if you rolled over a log, there could be good stuff underneath it. Chimes. We are going into this time in our lifetime that we have to pay attention to. And when we're feeling crappy, when we don't understand, it's them. It's the universe. It is the planet supporting the universe, our guides, saying, okay, they've got to decide. Are we going or are we staying? Because 4D wants you to go. But negative ego, oh, no, wait a minute. Let's talk about, no. F that. No. Ego, I'm not listening to that because that's not true. I'm going there. I don't care what you say. That's all lies. That's all boom, blah. Not doing it. If you're not talking out loud to tell your negative ego to stop, you're making it harder on yourself. Now, Spirit says that doesn't mean that the opportunity won't come around again, but not till fall. So who wants to sit here through the summertime and stay in the same place you are now? I don't. I'm moving. It's time to go. And I know it's time to go. My vibration is so much higher than it has ever been in my life. Why? Not because I'm clairvoyant. Hey, Candace, it's not. Not because of who I am. It's because I believe everything that they show me. I believe everything that I feel. I put out there to the universe. I ask for what I want. I don't understand this, but you got to help me with this. Like the violet flame. I have no idea. Well, guess what? Now I do. Something that showed up this week, out of the blue, because I've been asking for it in frustration for a week and a half. Hey, Kelly. I'm like, I don't understand, Spirit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this violet flame. How do I heal myself? How do I use it to heal others? How do I use it? You brought it to me for a reason. Understanding, guys, that point exactly. They brought it to us as a collective for a reason. And I'm going to post the video about the violet flame, 5 ways of how to invoke it. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. All right? And because everybody can do it. It doesn't have to show up in a Facebook Live, right? Coming from the universe, coming down on top of your head, wrap around the right side of your face and under your neck. And it doesn't have to do that. You can actually invoke it, and this video will show you how to feel it and embrace it, and that's what it's all about. Because as soon as you continue to heal yourself, Spirit says, the violet flame is the next chapter of healing. And all of you have done healing. All of you have done your stuff. Is it enough? It's never enough. But the violet flame, if it resonates with you, so Shannon has been using it for years. There you go. Absolutely, it's for everybody. Now, are you at the right place at the right time when you watch it? Maybe it doesn't resonate with you. Because when I watched it the first time, it didn't get me at all. Kelly uses it too. I had no idea what this woman was talking about. I'm like, okay, yeah, great. Until this week, with all of the energy, all of the past behaviors, I'm going to do anything this week. I wanted to sit on that couch and not do anything but watch YouTube and just be whatever. Just leave me alone. All the time, I felt like I was 25 years old again. It was not a good time for me, emotionally. All right? So I thought all that stuff was gone. Well, guess what? They burned it off this week. Why? Because I know that I'm going. I'm ready to move to Maui. I'm ready to write my books. In fact, I guess I saw something today, not out of the blue, right? Again, nothing happens by chance. I was on my pages on my laptop that are stored in the whatever that thing is, the thing up there, the whatever. And these were some of the things that were still on my page, and it said, this morning Eliom told me I needed to finish writing the book sooner the better, so that I can help other people. The book will help other people. Now that was written, I believe, 1.5 years ago, when I got that message from God that told me, and I wrote it down. If you're not writing down what you hear, if you're not writing down what happened to you today, you're going to forget it. I'm telling you, make yourself a journal. I use my phone. I talk to my phone. At the rare chance I can remember it, and I can get onto my Mac Air quick enough, or my iPad, awesome. I don't know when that happened. I don't know if it was in the morning or if it was in the daytime, because I get messages all day. Spirit's telling me it was in the daytime. That's why I could put it on my pages. I could actually write it out. And there was something else underneath it, but I didn't pay attention to it. All I said was Eliom, and I went, oh. And then I read what it said, that I needed to get the book done. Well, they know I can't continue to write the book until I move, because I can't do it here with Bailey. It's impossible to do it with Bailey, because he's such a needy baby. He's old, because he'll be 18 this year. Is he on his last leg? Probably so. And all my attention is on him, and it's on learning, and it's on opening and things like that. So as we all go through this, right? Because I'm telling you, you're going to. Everyone is going through it right now. And the universe is supporting it. It's understanding that allow stuff to get burned off, Spirit says. Allow stuff from your past. Let's let it go. No. Spirit, again, acknowledge it, he says. Acknowledge what it is and say, no, Spirit, I'm not that person anymore. Let it go. Take a walk. Take a walk. Do something. Don't just sit there and allow it to stew inside of you without saying anything, because negative ego will make you stew. Sit there and absolutely be miserable without knowing why. Till I went, WTF? I don't get it. What's going on? Bill, you have to choose. You already know what the choice is. What do I got to choose again for? Don't you know? You have to reaffirm it, Bill. Okay, fine. I'm ready to move to Maui. I'm ready to buy my house. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to settle down and write the books, connect to the Lemurians. The human's ready. I mean, I'm up here. Not yet, he says. Okay. Bay's got to pass first. Okay. I get it. But I'm ready to go now. And I've never been this ready. But that's because I know where they're transporting me. And all of you do too. To a better, happier, more understanding life, because you're connected to spirit, you're connected to the divine. And the more we go through 2022 and you start to manifest all the great stuff you want, guess what? You start to buy into the program, right? I mean, I know a couple folks on here who are live that totally get it. But still are like, okay, I'm kind of confused. Well, we're always going to be confused. Always going to wonder what's next. Always going to wonder, how do I get there? And you have to have a destination, Spirit says. Status quo does not work, he says. Status quo does not work. If you're able to retire from your job and you own a house and you're comfortable, what are you going to do for the next 25 years? No, you're not. No. Yeah, doesn't look like that. Because they will absolutely make you bored, insecure, angry, confused. They'll do all of that if you don't go, okay, Spirit, what's next? Because there's always a next. It's always a next. Even when you're 60s, 70s, 80s, there's always going to be a next. As Spirit says to me months ago, maybe a year ago, you're gonna work until you die. Exactly. But this is not work for me. This is who I am. And all of you guys watching live, all the people that are going to watch on the YouTube channel, you all have someplace to go. I know. He says you have someplace to be. And you have to ask, where is that? Spirit, where am I going? How are we going to do this? What is it that I'm supposed to do? And then you wait through normal life until they answer the question. And when they do, you go, are you kidding me? That is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Amazing. That's how it goes. So everything now is about picking your destiny, Spirit says. Deciding, okay, and if you don't know where you want to go, so Spirit, where am I supposed to go? I need you to help me with this because I don't get it. I don't understand. You may hear meditate more. You may hear violet flame. You may hear white light. You may hear coaching for the soul. You may hear talk to Bill. You may hear all kinds of things. You may hear talk to Lori Lipton. You may hear all kinds of different things. Or it might present itself on your social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Twitter's okay, but I don't use Twitter a lot. But the other ones work. Telling you, they work. And if you don't use those resources, Spirit says, how can we let you know what's next? How can we show you what's next? Hi, Liz. How can we actually promote you, not to the outside world, but promote yourself, right? Haley says, Spirit talks to me through music. Me too. Exactly. That's how we connect. There's all kinds of different things. That's why I had a reading today with people who just wanted to talk. Like, no, you don't know what that is. No, you know, it's not known. Well, Bill, I think it's okay. It's great that you think that, but you called me for guidance from spirit to tell you what your next step is. And you're telling me that you know, then why are we having the conversation? It's great that you paid me, but that's not the point. Messages come from everywhere. And that's one of the things I was explaining to this one person. Social media, everywhere. Billboards, movie you watch 10 times. All of a sudden in this place, because you asked the question, and boom, there's something you've watched a dozen, let's say 10 times. You never heard that line before because it didn't matter to you then. But guess what? It does now. How did you get the idea to watch the movie again? How did the movie show up on your TV, on a TV channel, right? For you. And you watched it. What made you watch it? As Haley says, music. Music for me is music takes me to the fifth and sixth dimension, and it has since I was a child. I've talked about this, where every Sunday I would go up into my room with my record player, and my parents had a Hawaiian album. I don't know why they had a Hawaiian album, you know, 33 and a third big old album, right, that we used to have back in the day. And I put it on my record player. It was 1 o'clock every Monday. I was stirred to go at 1 o'clock every day, or every Sunday. I would go up to my room. I would sit on my floor. I would put my big old headphones on, right? And I'd listen to that album, the whole first side. And I would cry. Whimper, just cry my eyes out. Just cry and cry and cry. And I've heard later in my life, my mom would say, "Where's Billy?" And my brothers or my sister would say, "He's upstairs listening to music with his headphones on." And my mother would say, "Okay." And I'd come downstairs, eyes would be all red. My little face would be all red and swollen, right, from crying. And my mom would say, "It's this week," right? Remembering. "Honey, are you okay?" I'd say, "Yes, I'm okay." And she would say, "Go wash your face. Go splash some water on your face to get rid of the emotion, the crying," right? Every single week on Sunday when I was a child. I don't know why I did that. Because I was gathering all this stuff from people, didn't know what it was, had the voice in my head, right? Didn't know what it was. So they gave me the release of the Hawaiian album. Makes sense now that we're going to move to Maui. So there's something at 8, 9, 10, 90, earlier than that, probably 6, 7, 8 years old, that connected me to Hawaii. And that was the album that I played every Sunday. Who guided me to do that? Them. There's other things that they took care of when I was a child. Very interesting stuff. That will be in my book that I'm writing. I'll give a little plug on that. It's going to be pretty intense. Some interesting stuff happened. So Sue says Don Ho. No, Don Ho. It was all music. There was no speaking in it at all. At all. See? And Shannon, I was longing to be home. Exactly. Yep. Again, understanding, or I should say, not understanding, but music, even when I was a child, lifted me up to this energy that I didn't know about. I had no idea what this was. And I needed to cry to release the energy from my chest. And then as life got more complicated, as I got older, I listened to it less and less. Hi, Carmelina. And we all probably have things that, what did you do when you were upset? What did you do when you got yelled at? Or what did you do to release? A lot of people fought with their fists. A lot of people fought with their voice, right? We have all kinds of different ways to let that emotion out of our body when we're children, because no one teaches us how. The amazing thing is now, people are more spiritual, and they're actually teaching their children how to be more kind to themselves, how to understand themselves better, how to work on themselves better from tiny, tiny, tiny children. Hey, Joe. I'm very good. But again, just that little conversation there is, again, a remembrance from my childhood, and it got me emotional. Why? Because I'm in the process of letting that stuff go. I'll still remember parts of it, right? I'll still remember it, but I won't feel it as deeply as I do now. And that's what it's all about. Allowing them to clear my energy, to work on myself, to let them just take it. Again, this soul journey is ending as of a month. Well, today's 17th. So as of the beginning of the month. So this month in Pisces, the lovely, watery, emotional sign of Pisces is allowing us to make the decision. Am I staying with that junk for me 10,000 years of lifetimes? Or am I going to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th dimension and seeing what the hell it's all about? Hi, Teresa. That's what it's about. For all of us, right? Even the Muggle spirit says, are having this problem, like, why do I feel so angry? And they'll blame it on the time change, he says. And that's okay. But when they, I know, he said, but when it's the same next week, and the same week, the same after, and then another week later, they're going to go, okay, WTF? I don't get it. Why am I in the same place? I thought it was a time change. No, they hit it with the time change. Spirit says. They do that all the time, right? Hansel and Gretel. I'm going to drop the bread on the ground so we know how to get back from Grandma's house. But then the bread's gone because they led you where you needed to go without you knowing you was led. They always do that. They will always cover something up so that human is preoccupied with something else as they move you forward. That blows my mind. I mean, it's amazing to me. But I know. He says, because we know how resistant human is. We know how... I know. Humans love to push back. They don't want to change. I don't know what that is. I'm confused what that is. I can't do that. I get people like that with guided meditations or just talking out loud to themselves, right? It's getting out of their freaking head. All those kinds of things. But I don't really think I can, okay. Well, guess what? You're not supposed to then. You're supposed to sit and stew for a little while longer until you finally, your internals go, what, got to get out of here. I can't stand this. I'm all claustrophobic. I don't know what this is. Yeah. And that's when they, yay. All of us are going through it. So we have to be proactive. Even on our crappy days, you're still going to set intentions. It's hard. It's hard to set I set the same intentions every day. Every day. Every day. And what's amazing, one of them is, hey Karen, one of them is to make enough money doing things out of my house or with parties to not to have to do psychic fairs. Well, I booked 4 parties in 3 weeks. Never booked that many parties before. But guess what? They're starting to come in. Because I'm setting the intention and raising my vibration to make X amount of dollars every month through readings out of my house and parties. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. Just by setting the intention. Now, does it happen overnight? No. But I realized in the middle of February that January and February were pretty good months for me. The most I've ever done in business in 8 years. And I'm like, aha. Because it was 2022. Hey, Susan. Right? Again, Spirit has talked about 2022 since the beginning of 2022. That it's all about us leaving that stuff behind and understanding that it's a quantum leap year. Double of everything. Double of everything. This year, next year. Of just catapulting us into the future. And I know, he says, being dazed and confused and going, what the hell just happened? I'm confused. Why does everything look the same, but I feel different? Ding, 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 ding. Because they've taken you, because you're open to the movement. You're open to the change. You're doing little, maybe you're doing little steps. Maybe you're doing big steps. Because you want to go there. I want to go there. Well, how do you do it? By becoming less and less human. And what that means is less and less bogged down by baggage. Less and less grounded. Still be grounded, but you don't going to have your freaking, up to the earth and to your knees. No. Don't have to do that at all, right? It's about you allowing them through guided meditations, Coaching for the Soul, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, friends, parties, psychic fairs, all kinds of things. To get you to let go, Spirit says, and allow you to move forward. Allow them to pick you. I know. He says, pick us up by the underneath our arms, right? And move us to the front of the room without us knowing it's being done. Because guess what we would do? Our negative ego would be like, wait a minute, I don't know where that, wait a minute, no, we're not doing that. And some people might be like, oh my God, yes, I'm ready to go, until they get halfway there and go, I don't know about this. I don't know, Spirit, I don't know. So they do it without you knowing. And then you plop down and you wake up from that dream, or you wake up from that beautiful time, and you go, why do I feel different? And Spirit has said this during every Coaching for the Soul for I don't know how long. You're going to wake up and go, Spirit, what's that? And Spirit, what's that? And how do I know that, Spirit? And how do I know that? What is that? Because that I know. I had dragons in my dream last night. Or I had God in my dreams last night. Meaning my spirit guide showed up. The archangel showed up. I mean, all, right? Because that's how it works. Because when you are in that sleep, I mean, baby, you're there. You are there, and they're showing you that you're there. But then human wakes up, and negative ego goes, oh, wait a minute, I don't know, oh my God, and we go right back in. That's why you have to talk to yourself out loud. That's why you have to tell your negative ego to stop. It's not true. Especially in these times. Because guess what? As we get to May and June and July, guys, hey Kelly, it's going to be magnificent. And I don't want anybody to miss out on the energy that's going to pick them up and move them forward, but also that's going to activate their DNA inside. It's going to happen. It's happening now all the time, Spirit says. All the time. More and more people are being activated, he says, and they don't even know it. But as the energy, I know, as the energy continues to shift, he says they're going to be like WTF moments. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And I really don't know what that is. And why am I thinking about that? Who's that person? Who's that being? Who's that Spirit? Why does my heart feel like this big? And why do I feel like I have wings on? What is that about? Oh, no, I don't know what that is. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it's all about. Hi, Shelly. Them activating DNA inside of you without you knowing. I mean, I've had quite a few things where I was sitting on my couch probably a year ago, and I said to Lee, which, it's like talking to a wall. Love him, but it's like talking to a wall. I feel like I have wings on my, back. I said, I don't know where the wings came from. And he kind of looked at me like, okay. Went back to his iPad. Hey, Bobby. But I realized, I felt from them that I had big white wings on my back. I could feel them attached to my back. To my, I don't know what you call those. Backbones? No. My wings, let's say. People that say they have wings, yeah. And I'm like, well, this feels awkward. And they were going like this. They were going back and forth. I'm like, well, when did I get those? And Spirit says, you've always had them. Really? Guys, that's what happens to us as we go through transformation. Shoulder blades. Thank you, Liz. That's what it is. All of a sudden you go, so Spirit, what's this? Why do I feel like I got wings on my back? So Spirit, what's that? What's that? And I will tell you guys, that's when you get on your freaking Facebook page and you say, I just had the most miraculous discovery today. Or when the Coaching for the Soul page gets up, probably by the 1st of April, I'm hoping, you go on there and say, hey guys, guess what? This just happened to me today. And and the conversation starts. That's what it's all about. Is us proclaiming, Spirit says, that this is what just happened to me today. And you will notice all the people who have good things happen to them every day. Last week I took a walk. First walk since fall in my complex. Last week it was kind of warm one of the days. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go outside and take a walk. What the hell, why not? So I go outside, take a walk up by the clubhouse, down the street, and then turned around, came back, walked down the side. I was on the street, came back, walked on the sidewalk, and I found $22 on the grass. 2 ones and a 20. Now, those weren't there when I was walking down the street. I asked for abundance. I got $22. That's how it works, right? So I said in that $22 abundance find, so let's make that 22 million or 220 million. Always want more. Always want more. Always want more. Hear that, guys? Always want more. That's why you never give them a total amount. Spirit, I need you to bring me $50,000 because I want it. Well, what if they bring you $60,000 or $80,000? You don't. What are you going to do with the extra $30,000? Be thankful that you got it? Well, no. But what if they only bring you $50,000 and you could have had $80,000 or $100,000 or $1 million? Exactly, Joe. 22. Yep. Exactly. Confirmation right there. I didn't even think about that. But that's what we have to train ourselves to do, especially in a time like now where the energy is shifting so fast and they need you to make a decision. Are you staying or are you going? And you just proclaim that out loud. Spirit, I'm ready to go. I am ready to go, and I need you to help me go. I need you to help me be stronger. I need you to help me be more clairvoyant. I need you to help me be more connected. I need you to help me be more psychic. I need you to really take my intuitiveness and make it really big so I know. And am I back again? It looked like I went away for a minute. I don't know what's up with the. I know what's up with the energy in my. That's what it is. So that's what we have to do. When you proclaim, when you decide, when you're like, okay, I'm ready. Those chimes ain't stopped, guys. They haven't stopped. That's them saying, yes, Bill, tell these people what they need to do so it's easier for us. It's easier for us. Now, does everybody get to go if you're a mom or a dad? Probably so. Probably so. That's what it's about. Will they go eventually? Yes. Will they go with you? Still be in the same life, be in the same place, only your human body, your mind, your spirituality will be at a different dimension, which can be very discombobulating at first. Was for me. Very uncomfortable because I couldn't connect anything, and it's gotten even more intense now where I can't connect. And it's very frustrating to do human things. And that's how I know in my heart that it's time to go. It's time to move. And I'm just waiting on them to bring us the money to move. Bring me the money to move, I should say. Not us, because it's me. He's coming. Of course he is. But I'm the one receiving. That's what it's all about again. How much do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Not how am I going to get it, but what do I want? And if you're not doing those Tammy Brayswell free energy blasts, you're cutting your wrist, Spirit says. It's free. Free energy work. Do them. Do those energy blasts. They're only up for 24 hours, right? I think this week was up for 3 days or something like that. But they're free. So if you have to work during the day, set your phone, do it when you get home. Do it when you get home. It's a half an hour. Let me take the time to go have a couple breaths, go into my bedroom, no kids, no husband, no anything. I know they're going to need something, but get them set up and then say, okay, guys, if you can't do that, do it at 7 o'clock when they go to bed. They'll change your life, and they're free. Everything out there that is free is free. It's just you have to allow yourself to take part. And negative ego is a strong opponent. It will continually say, I don't have time. I've got the kids. I'm too tired. And ego's, that's right, I still got you. I still got you. You're still mine. Mm-hmm. And then you get frustrated with yourself. God dang it, I didn't do. Well, okay, well, eventually, when are you going to take control? When are you going to be the boss of yourself? When are you going to go, okay, I need to do this for me? For me. Oh, I'm so exhausted from being human. Well, guess what? What are you going to do to change that? It's up to us. Especially with energy that's changing now so quickly that the universe is giving us a chance to stay or go. And if you watch any astrologer, they will tell you straight out that the planets are in these places they haven't been for 1,000 years or 3,000 years or whatever it might be, and it's because the changing of the energy, the changing of the Earth's pattern, the changing of our dimensional thinking that we're able to use every day to bring us all the stuff that we want. We're supposed to be abundant, everybody. We're getting out of survival mode, Spirit says. Survival mode is in our past. Living is in our future. It truly is. It truly is. But we have to disinvest, Spirit says. We've got to make the decision as it claws and tries to stay part of us to let our past go. Now's the time to do it. Because, Spirit, I'm going. I'm not staying here. No way. The kids, my husband, my wife, whatever, I'm good. I'll still be here in this space. But spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, I'm ready to go. And then as it starts to happen, as you start to get more and more involved with the smashing you in the face, all of a sudden, you need a tribe to talk to. Because your friends go, huh? What are you talking about? Because they're not coming with you. It's you and you alone. Hi, Doris. And then, guess what happens? They follow you into the future. Because they're part of your new soul journey. Part of the old one too, right? But they're coming too because you can't get rid of everything. The getting rid of everything is leaving all your baggage from past lives, letting it go. That's what this lifetime is about with 2022, 2023. It's about allowing yourself to the universe is going to take it. Your guides are ready, I know. Spirit says, your guides are ready to uncord you with just clip, 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 and it just falls back like when they cut the fishing net off a whale, he says. Have you ever seen those videos? Amazing. When it's attached to their fluke, things like that, because they went through a net or whatever it is, and they can't actually move. And the divers come down and cut it off with a knife or cut it off with some scissors or whatever it is, and it falls to the bottom of the ocean. That's what they're showing me about now. But we have to give permission for that to happen, guys. They won't just do it. That's why you have to proclaim, Spirit says. Spirit, I'm ready to go. I'm not staying here. I'm ready to go. And then you let that manifest, he says. And as they bring you things on your social media, watch them. If you get a feeling that you need to watch something or learn something or listen to something, do it. If you're just going through social media, something pops up and goes, whoa. I had a woman contact me from 5 years ago, had a reading with me 5 years ago, and she reached out last week and asked if she found my card. And she just wondered if her and her son could have a reading, blah, 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 together. Like, well, yeah, sure. You know, I said, she goes, so many bills, so many things have changed. I can imagine in 5 years. It's a long time. But why did she find my card? Because it's probably time for her to talk to me. I was trying to get in touch with a doctor for the past 3 days. This morning, they called. Because it was going to be a good Thursday. But for the past 3 days, it's been absolutely frustrating trying to get in touch with somebody. Leaving messages, sending emails, no, nothing. This morning, boom, out of the blue. Switch of energy. Teaching me something about being frustrated, being angry, not understanding how come I couldn't get what I wanted. Well, that sounds like Bill before now. Let it all go. It's done. But they're always going to try to refresh you depending upon what the planets are doing. Now, in this instance, what Spirit tells me, that stuff's gone. As we get out of the month of March, all right, if you agreed to move forward, many of the things that triggered you in this life only past, in your, right, younger years, won't be as meaningful anymore, he says. It won't strike you with a dagger. Be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Or he says, even not at all. You may not even get a hint of anything. And what you have to worry about then, Spirit says, is this. Negative ego trying to pull that shit up from your past. Because it's like the net in the ocean. Hang on a minute. Let me get this net so I can put it back on this whale so she understands that she is still mine. That's negative ego. Still wants to own you. But it can't. Because you say, no, ego, I'm not listening to that because that's a lie. I'll let that go. I let that go. Not doing it. Not doing it. Damn. So what now? How can I connect to him? Now how can I control him? You can't. Because I'm stronger than you. And when you make that declaration out loud, because you will, ego will absolutely say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're stronger than me. I'm so tired. Of course you are. You went on fight or flight for me, a little over 10,000 years. Long time. Only time it's not in fight or flight is when I'm in spirit. What it's all about. Being conscious, understanding that when they bring you things that resonate with you, don't flow past them. Don't. Remember, I did that with Tammy's energy blast twice in 1 month before finally they put her on her face was on my iPad and they said, watch this. Okay. Because that's just how human is. Still human. Still human. It's a year ago. Am I a different person now than I was then? Big time. Anything comes, I've learned, look at it, read it, watch it, because it's for you. Even if it's just to get you out of the space that you're at. Maybe it's something fun. Maybe it's something, I like wildlife things. I love when kids put those glasses on that they can see color. That just makes my heart explode because they get so emotional. They've never seen it before. And guys, Spirit says that's like us. As we move forward, we've never seen that before. We've never experienced that before. We don't know what that is. But when we get there, and we're still us, still Bill, still Shannon, still Liz, still Shay, still Susan, we go, are you freaking kidding me? Really? Yeah. Well, that was all worth it. I don't feel afraid anymore. I'm not scared. My life is amazing. My life is grand. I wish their life was too. My friends, my family, who are muggles. And that's when we help them out as much as we can. But we can't preach to them. We can't, that's not our job. Our job is not to we can give them little hints. We can give them little Spirit says you can give them a little push up, but you can't make it happen. They're on their own time, their own journey, he says, and they'll get there when they're ready, eventually. I'm excited about the next couple years of seeing all this transformation for everyone, and how many of my family members actually get on the train. Doris, those are my energy chimes that are connected to my guides. If you're hearing chimes, that's what it's all about. I say that a lot. That's what it's all about. It's about our future. It's about what's it going to be like, being excited about it, not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything like that. Have I been frustrated about it? Yeah, because I'm a Capricorn. But once I learned, Bill, it's not about that at all. Got to let the control go. Doesn't matter. Frustrates Lee. We'll hang it over it. Let it go, honey. Let it go. It's not worth worrying about. Okay. It's okay. You're so nonchalant. Mm-hmm. Wasn't when he first met me 6 years ago, this May. No. Transformation. And he gets it a little at a time. A little at a time. Yeah. So Holly says, I'm trying to connect with Spirit and have been working and wondering if energy chimes would help me be more aware of them. No, Holly, it's all about letting your force field down, Spirit says. Letting your force field down. Not being afraid. It's fear. Or frustration. How come I can't connect? How come? Because it's not time. Do your guided meditations. If the guided meditations, if you've worn them out, then there's new guided meditations to do, to go deeper inside, to go deeper inside of you. Yeah. Are you talking out loud to your spirit guides? Nothing, no conversations in your head. Right? Are you thanking them for the good stuff? Today, for instance, I don't know how many times I've said, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, Spirit, because today is fabulous. It actually feels like summer. It makes me feel like spring. I don't look at the trees because the trees are still dead, right? But as we get closer, it's already the 17th of March. April's right around the corner. It's only, 14 days away, right? 14 days, yeah. 2 weeks. And then May. So that's what we have to always, when we get all green lights going to the grocery store, or we get all the good stuff that happens to us. You gotta say thanks. You gotta take notice and go, my God, all the work I've done, today is fabulous. Today is fabulous, and God, Spirit, thank you. I've done a lot of work on this. Yes, you have. Take credit, Spirit says. Take credit. Because guess what? You could still be that same old frustrated, angry muggle who thinks, and I'm going to tell you, I've had more conversations with people about the whole war Russia thing. They're all upset because they don't understand things. They don't know why it's going on. They don't know who's going to stop Vladimir Putin. Don't worry about that. You can't control it. Why are you worried about it? I don't know. But it just frustrates me because, well, what do you want them to do? Do you want us to go to war? Well, World War III is not going to happen. So put that out of your damn mind. That's not going to happen. It's about you, your insecurity, your need to protect the innocent. Why? Because you weren't protected when you were a child from abuse, verbal, sexual, emotional, condemnation, bullying, all the things that happen to us as human children. And when no one protects you from that, which most people didn't get protected from that, you look at bullies that are in the world and you go, how come somebody's not stopping them? How come they're not stopping them? Well, guess what? Someone will. Someone will. A group of people will. He'll be assassinated or taken down or be in prison or whatever. It's coming. Like Spirit said last week, or the week before. There you go. By the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, most of the dictators on the planet will be removed as we are fully into 4D, which means it's feminine energy. No one wants war anymore. No. The world does not want war anymore. Thank God for COVID, because it shifted all that energy to, hell no. No, we're not doing that. When the world's against you and the universe is against you, guess what? So one by one, they will fall. By the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, the last standing will be China. But why put that out there? Why get all wrapped up in it? Stop watching the news. I have. And I like the news. But now when it talks about that, does it make me angry? No, it makes me sad. So I turn that around. Okay, Spirit, we need to get a focus on that. I know you're taking care of it. I know it's all going to be good, but save more people. Save more people. But understanding their soul journey, the country's soul journey, Spirit says, they volunteered to bring down that regime. Did the people know it? No. But in the heavens, in spirit, the country of Ukraine, after 30 years of freedom, says, okay, we're going to stop him. And they have pretty well. He thought it'd take a week. Well, he's going into week 4, or ending week 3. No. That's spirit. That's the divine. That's them. Backing them up and giving them faith and giving them this, yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay? So that was a really quick hour. Holy moly. If anybody has any questions, let me know. 248-310-7689. Okay? I'm doing readings. I'm doing readings on Saturday from home. So if anybody wants a reading on Saturday, I'm not doing a psychic fair this week, and that makes me happy. So if you want something, readings are on the website, billhobart.com, and I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel. And I'm in the process of trying to add music at the beginning. I think that's kind of cool. I'm going to try to do that. And I'm going to start to post the astrologer that I watch for these 2-hour-long readings every week. I'm going to see if I can break it up with stuff that I want to post on Facebook for everybody to see, because he gives me plenty of confirmation on what Spirit is telling me. It's fascinating. I have to listen to him in chunks because he's way too long-winded. But he's kind of quirky, kind of weird, but I'm okay with that because he gives me really, really good confirmation energy. So namaste, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday at 3 for Coaching for the Soul. Thanks, guys.